History in the making.
Facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Bringing you the NBA on 2K Sports with Steve Burns. This is Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone.
200,000 was paid to outlaw some. They don't want to follow my
Let's take a look
lead.
at
I
the
got
Bulls opening lineup.
competition in
Joel
line.
Deng and
You got
Carlos Georgia.
Georgia.
They're in the forwards.
Fire engine red. In that
Rose is
drop
out there.
head.
Richard
Hayden
Hamilton.
drop.
And it's
when I'm
Noah
in
in
that
the pivot
bobsled.
spot. Man in
Couple
the
girl
middle.
on my side.
And for the Thunder, Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Sefolosha in the backcourt. Now here's Noah. Westbrook with the steal. So a break. Here's Sefolosha. Shot denied. Fast break. Here they come. It's stolen by Ibaka. From 11 feet away. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets the second chance points. Ibaka's got the game going here with the first basket for the Thunder. And it's the Bulls with the ball.
And one of the reasons Oklahoma City traded for Kendrick Perkins last season was it allowed them to slide Serge Ibaka to the starting power forward role. He's ready. A long, athletic defender at 6'10". He's a really good player.
Sefolosha's shot is good. Here is Rose. He's covered by Westbrook. Jumps up. And it's Boozer that time, and the assist by Rose. Speaking of Serge Ibaka, he picked up the game late in life, and he's still developing his awareness, certainly on offense.
Yeah, I think you'd have to call him a raw prospect offensively. And that being said, Kevin, he's got pretty good form on that jump shot, and it does go in. So he's got a nice foundation to build on.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He wanted to emphasize to his team that they can't wait back and expect chances to come to them. If they want to put points on the board, they'll have to create chances by being aggressive and executing their sets with speed and authority. Sounds like a plan, Kevin.
Terrific, Doris. Thanks. They put a lot of thought into how they're going to match up against the opposing defense guys.
Well, one of the things you got to do here, Kevin, is Steve, you can't afford empty possessions against this team. You've got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that's for sure, Clark. You got to make them count because you know you're not going to get a lot of open looks. So make sure you make the defense move the ball, try to get good looks, and make them pay.
Kick out to Hamilton. Jacks up a three. There's the bucket. Good. Hamilton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You look at when the Bulls' fortunes turned. I mean, getting that ping pong ball to bounce their way in 2008, which ended up being Derrick Rose. That's a player that can change the direction of your franchise in a hurry, and he has. How often have we seen him, Kevin, create wide-open chances for himself like that?
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Perkins. Clark, back to the point you made, seems to be how it always works out for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, how about the odds of them getting Derrick Rose? About 1.7%. So they got lucky, but they took advantage, and Chicago has really built its team around Derrick Rose.
That's good. Durant's got his first 2 points. Here's Rose. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
You know, he's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
Fades. Perkins kicks to Ibaka. And stolen by Hamilton.
Well, credit the defense, but you've got to be more careful with the ball.
Yes, indeedy. Boy, I love that one. That's not just any plain dunk. That has some panache to it.
That's an energizer, guys. That is an energizer.
That is, and that will lift the whole team up.
Westbrook, no good.
Thibodeau really connected with the players on the Bulls roster.
Oh!
That should be absolutely illegal.
Off to the races, just really getting up and down the floor.
Not much defense could do there, guys, but let them go. Rose is such an unbelievably strong finisher at the rim. His explosiveness and his leaping ability and his strength in the air makes it almost unfair when you... The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play, utter disregard for his own safety.
Look at his teammates. They're just shaking their heads. I mean, he must have told them to look out for that one.
And he slams that one down.
Outstanding finish. I mean, that's not something you expect to see out of a guy his size.
Well, for a point guard, he spends his share of time, Steve, in the air.
Man, he really does. His vertical leap is off the charts. Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
And the basket good. Hamilton's got 7 points.
Well, they've got to do something defensively because he's been unstoppable.
And defensively, Steve, your only choice now is to double him. I mean, I don't think there's another option.
Feeds to Perkins. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Noah. All alone. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's the problem. You turn the ball over, and your defense just isn't set up at the other end.
And sometimes when it happens that way, it almost feels like a 4-point bucket.
Second shot opportunity. And here we go with Derrick Rose. 6 points for him. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Rose. 4-point game. They get a hand on it. With 1 on the clock. And it's Chicago scoring again. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Here's Westbrook.
Look, I mean, the Thunder 2 seasons ago managed to give the Lakers a run for their money in the first round, but in this last season's playoffs, they put the league on notice that their sights were and are much higher.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Rose and Dang on the floor. Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. That's Hamilton in at the shooting guard. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Kevin Durant is definitely a gym rat, one of those guys who gets in early and goes home late. But outside of that, he describes himself as a homebody. I just relax, chill out, and play video games. I literally go to practice, come home, and sit in the same spot all day. I like it. It keeps me out of trouble and keeps me focused on what I need to do. And guys, when you work as hard as he does, you can see why a little R&R is just what your doctor ordered.
You know, you hear it all the time, Doris. Lead by example. He's a hard act to follow with his work ethic. Perkins kicks to Ibaka. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Dang. But I think Clark around the league, the Thunder have been held up as the example of how you build a contender from the ground up. They certainly, Steve, lived up to that praise, I thought, this past season.
Yeah, they really seem to have all the pieces that a team needs to contend for a championship. Star player and Kevin Durant, great point guard, and Russell Westbrook. They've got complementary pieces as well. And now it's just a matter of letting this team grow and move forward together.
Here's Rose. He has 6. Here's Boozer. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And those points are made possible by that perfect entry pass.
Westbrook. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah in the post. Covered by Perkins. Thunder trailing by 8. Ibaka kicks to Sefolosha. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here is Durant. Off the inbound. And he connects with the jumper. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Kevin Durant creates so much space for his shot. I thought at times he settled a little bit too much for long-range shots, and where he could make the most improvement is down on the block with a post game.
Boozer is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. The Thunder making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Here's Oklahoma City. Speaking of Durant, Clark, and working in the post, do you think he's strong enough physically to be effective down there?
At this point in time, that's one area he needs to get better at. He needs to add more strength in terms of being a post player. If he's taller than the guy defending him, then I think he'll be somewhat effective. That's an area of growth for him. As he gets more aggressive and adds to that frame of his, and I think he can really be a difficult guy to defend in the low post, but he's not there yet.
Because you know the initial defense is going to be strong. And a lot of times we'll go over and you have somebody double. Now you got two guys on it, and that's tough.
That's exactly right.
How about Kevin Durant for Oklahoma City? So low maintenance. Signed that long-term extension with the Thunder. Doesn't mind playing in a smaller market. Just wants to play basketball and win games.
Steve, you mentioned Kevin Durant's extension with the Oklahoma City Thunder in a summer that saw all the fanfare around LeBron's decision. He's moved to Miami. Durant's new contract, absolutely a low-key affair.
And that's his personality. The young fellas say, do you or be me. That's what you got to do. Not a big showman. That's not his nature. Loves the game. Hangs out in the gym. Homebody. Works at it. Gets home. Gets off his feet. I mean, he's high performance, low maintenance. You love that.
A lot of good qualities.
Yep.
But it's amazing watching Noah's shot. It's so unorthodox. The way he kind of spins it off the side of his hand. The ball almost has side spin on it. But it's effective. He's not a guy who you can just leave alone out there defensively. He can make a shot.
The Bulls leading by 6. It's Rip Hamilton on the way, guarded by Harden. They get the rebound. Here's Boozer, and the rejection by Perkins. And here's the Thunder now. 6-point game. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, it's no secret that Tom Thibodeau's defensive scheme is very detailed, often relying on statistical breakdowns. As former NBA MVP Kobe Bryant says of his schemes, the guy's a lab rat. He'll stay in there and figure things out and figure percentages out and who's doing what. He really focuses on the task at hand. Guys, it's a proven method, that's for sure.
Thank you, Doris. You can't argue with the results of Thibodeau's work ethic.
No, that's for sure. You know, having the success he's had as a defensive mind doesn't come by accident. And this is a guy who puts in countless hours watching film and devising schemes.
Steve was talking about Noah's shot, Clark. I know you've talked about it too. What did they call it, or what did I hear him say? It was called the tornado?
Yeah, I'd like to call it a globe on its axis, the way it spins sideways. But you know what? It's unorthodox. It's not textbook.
It works,
but it
right?
is effective,
Yeah.
and that's the bottom line. It's kind of like your golf swing. You're all over the place on the backswing and coming down, but at impact, Kevin, you're right where you need to be, and that's what makes the difference.
Right.
Where are you at impact?
You talking about my backswing or just anybody's backswing?
I was actually talking about yours.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Another shot, snatched up. Here's Boozer, and they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Well, that makes 5 of their last 6 makes coming from inside.
Yeah, really focused on getting the ball into the paint because they're taking advantage of very porous defense down there.
Rose passes to Noah.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Thunder trailing by 5. Harden dishes to Fisher. Over Rose. Hold in.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Now Boozer. He's got 10. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and Dinkley. And the rejection by Ibaka. And they're moving it up. Here's Harden. No luck. Nice D from Dang. The Bulls leading by 5. Fisher gets called for the reach. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first.
Well, they've increased their trips to the line this quarter.
Yeah, getting free throws, a great way to slow the game down, get your defense set up, and find easy points.
Back to Perkins. Dishes it to Fisher. Rose is whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He's off on the first. Shooting 2. And the second free throw, good. Here's Rose. Over Perkins. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half is now in the books.
33. What a game.
The Bulls. 39. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Thunder trailing by 6.
Well, the Bulls played lockdown defense last season under their coach, Tom Thibodeau, who has been a renowned defensive coach over the years. In fact, Chicago was #1 in the league in opponents' field goal percentage.
Durant, Ibaka, and Perkins compose the front court. Westbrook and Harden in the back. That's zero for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
Heads-up play, preventing the easy lay-ins.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, he saw it was a free layup, didn't want to give that up, so he fouled him to force free throws.
Both good from the line that time. And Steve, that D you mentioned for the Bulls, a lot of that, I think goes to Coach Tom Thibodeau, who was a long-time assistant in the NBA.
Yeah, and that's why they brought him on board, I think, Kevin. I mean, he's a defensive guru, has been since he's been in the league, and I think the results speak for themselves.
Crashing the offensive glass is such a big...
And Rose throws it down hard.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on them.
Beyond the arc. The rebound by Harden. It's stolen by Rose. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Got that bucket in no time at all. Hamilton's got 9 points.
Well, Rose has become the cornerstone of this Chicago franchise. In fact, last season, he became the first Bulls player to be named as a starter in the All-Star game since Michael Jordan.
Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go. He dishes it to Noah. Hamilton outside. From deep three-point range. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. 16 points for Rose.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
From 17 feet out.
And, yeah, another turnover, and we've seen this a lot today. I mean, this team has not brought it. No focus, no energy. That's why they're getting blown out.
Westbrook picks him up. Boozer against Ibaka. Here's Hamilton. Thunder with the rebound. Steve brought up Rose as an all-star. You've talked about his MVP season. You think there would have been some in-between he and Jordan for such a storied franchise, but it took a while.
Yeah, it did take a while. Sometimes that's the way it goes. If you're not winning, you can have good players, and they just don't quite get that all-star nod. They've had some good players, but clearly Derrick Rose has made that a moot point because he's going to be a perennial all-star as long as he's healthy.
Clark, think how hard it is to be the #1 overall pick, then to be the #1 overall pick by your hometown team.
That's a great point.
Where you grew up, that's going to be.
It's really difficult, but the credit to him.
You got to be willing to put a body in front of him there. Easy hoop.
But you know what? I don't blame him. That's a lot of body coming at him.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Russell Westbrook has proven to be one of the best point guards in the NBA. Not just his scoring, but his ability to push the ball in transition, and he's a good leader for his teammates as well.
Clark, what you said about leadership in Westbrook, that is a must-have quality to possess as a point guard in the NBA.
And Kevin, if you're going to lead a team into battle, especially the Western Conference, you need a battle-tested guard, and the Thunder have that in Westbrook, and he's continuing to grow. We forget how young this guy is. He's got a lot of room to grow, and I'm excited to see what he becomes as he matures because he's already got a lot in that backpack.
Well, there are a few players you talk about as enthusiastically as you talk about Westbrook.
I loved him from the first time I saw him in a practice at UCLA. He was a freshman. He was going up against Darren Collison, and he was aggressive. He didn't back away. You could tell the edges were a little rough, but you always would rather have rough edges that can be smoothed out than no edges at all. He's got tremendous ability. I love watching him work.
It's good on the putback.
I can't say I was really expecting him to shoot the three on the break, but he knocked it down.
Perkins gets to Westbrook, and Rose picks him up defensively. Over Boozer, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Perkins. Perkins got 5 assists in the game, and Rose throws it down hard.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fella.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Westbrook missing again. The Bulls leading by 9. Rose gets to Dang. The tray. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Rose. And it's Harden picking him up. Here's Noah. Poked away.
Now the defender was so close to him on that.
That's worthy of a standing O for that one. He's getting a standing O. You got to get up for that.
I'm up. Hey, yeah, you know, he does deserve a little special treatment for that one.
Fellas, just sit down. Let's leave it to the fans, all right? Settle down.
For 3, Durant. Some solid defense from Rose.
Good idea. Hold on to the ball. Take the last shot of the quarter.
Yep.
And Boozer gets it to go.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Durant for 3. And that one's good. Durant's got 15 points. Where did it go? Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time. Oh, what a big shot to close out the quarter. They're going to the fourth with a little momentum now.
And as we end the third quarter, here's Rose. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. Rose and Dang on the floor. And it's Korver in at the shooting guard position. And here's Harden for 3. Westbrook passes to Perkins. Harden dishes to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt. He has not done a good job taking care of the ball here tonight. 4 turnovers for him.
Here's Westbrook. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Westbrook's got 20 points.
It's been said often, a good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off turnovers.
Yeah, because the defense doesn't have a chance to set up once they've made that turnover, so they're really taking advantage in transition.
And Rose picks him up defensively. From downtown, scooped up. Here's Harden. And they had their chances, 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, 1 and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on. Boy, he got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops of ice cream at his leg.
That's a thing that's going to be remembered from this game, that's for sure.
I think it was more like a banana split, Clark.
Thunder trailing by 9. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. 22 points for Russell Westbrook. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a 5-man team game where the ball moves, has so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
And here's Korver from the arc. Goes straight up and finished off by Noah.
Well, his rebounding is certainly something this team has come to rely on.
Yeah, the fans have come to rely on him for those dunks for sure.
Well, and nobody was disappointed on that play.
Rose gets to Korver. Over Perkins. Can't hit, so Oklahoma City will take it the other way. And here's Harden. Durant, who's covered by Rose. There's the block.
I don't like his body language, guys, right now. He looks like he's completely out of rhythm.
Noah flushes it down.
I'm the best on happy practice, double team on happy pass. Ballin' hard in my Chevrolets, more bits than the Dallas Mavericks. I'm a lamer like Shaq and Magic, Kobe Bryant, now back to back. Shoot a three at my happy magic. Dwayne Howard when I'm at the basket, in the gym when I'm nasty.
An update from the sidelines.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He said, guys, you've battled entirely too hard all game to put us in this position. If we go out there and execute like we're capable, there's no way they're taking this game from us.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Rose. Off the inbound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
With the lead in hand, they shouldn't be settling for jumpers like that one, guys.
No, I agree with you. I mean, keep on working the ball inside, attack the rim, put the onus on the defense, keep pressure on the defense. They've gone to the line a lot less this half and just don't seem to have the same bite in their attack right now.
Here's Durant. Shot misses.
This is a nice lead they've built. Very good job controlling the glass this game.
You've got to be pleased as a coach to see how your team has boxed out. Very fundamentally sound basketball. Very easy call to make. There was no question contact on that shot.
Yeah, you know, you can allow a little contact, but not quite that much.
And Rose drops them both.
Well, I like what the Bulls have done the last couple of years. They've really put a nice team together. Carlos Boozer, a great scorer and rebounder, down on the block, but he has helped defensively with his teammates, and they really seem to work well together on that front line.
Korver, good.
They have really executed well here offensively.
Well, it's going to take a major catastrophe, a colossal collapse, for them to not walk away with the win.
Perkins gets the reach-in call. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Boozer, Steve, you know, surrounded by a cadre of long, shot-blocking bigs. And, you know, Clark, that can focus now him on providing muscle.
Yeah, exactly. It gives him a chance to do his job and to play the role carved out for him. And, you know, right now, scoring and rebounding, that's where he makes his way. You pair him with defenders and shot blockers, that's a pretty strong combination, Kevin.
It is, you're right.
You look at Oklahoma City, and the Thunder were especially tough against the Eastern Conference last season. I mean, 22-8 against the East. In fact, only the Spurs and the Bulls had a better record when playing the opposite conference.
So he gets them both. I didn't know that about the Thunder. They've gone 22-8 against the East now, 2 consecutive seasons. Steve, pretty impressive.
Yeah, complete turnaround, too. A few years ago, they were really struggling against everybody. But this young talent, gelling, moving forward, getting better and better each season. And last year, you're right, Kevin, they dominated the East.
The Bulls leading by 18. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Already he has 5 turnovers so far, and that's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
Rose passes to Korver. Back to Rose. Over Ibaka. Rose, that's good. Rose has got 30.
He's been so valuable for this team with plays like that one.
Durant with another miss.
Looks like he's just trying to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but I don't know about that shot attempt. Another bucket, and they are just pulling away here now.
Yep, no doubt about it. They're sprinting to the finish line.
Rose kicks to Korver. And a miss there on the dribble. Here's Oklahoma City. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
And they should be, Kevin. That was one elaborate finish. I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it.
On its way from Rose for 2. Off on that one. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.
Yeah, okay. I'm the best, I don't have to practice. Double team, I don't have to pass it. Ballin' hard in our Chevrolets, more vets than the Dallas Mavericks. Hall of Famer like Shaq and Magic. Kobe Bryant now back to back it. Shoot the three if I have to nash it. Dwight Howard when I'm at the basket. In the gym, but not the Nasdaqs. D-Wade, got to flash it. Checking account, got so many O's. My name at the is Robert Parrish.
Mercedes, bumping ice, baby, screaming shady till I die.